It is Saturday morning, and today we're hanging out doing tarot readings. So I think I'm going to remount my microphone today so it's not on the table, and that way I don't have the mouse in frame. I think that would be a wise idea to get my mouse out of frame by moving my microphone. Not a bad idea at all. So we'll hang out here until people start joining. And we need to move the tablecloth. We need to move the cloth a little to the left so I can see the viewer count. There we go. That's perfect. Be wise. Hello. Welcome. So good to see you. How are you doing this morning? It is Saturday morning. Good morning to you, Nita. How are you? Mom Bear, good morning. We're going to start the daily shuffle here. Shuffle a bit and find out how the shuffling goes. Wow, that's a lot of people. Hey, D, hello. Vicky, hello. Juan Gio, good morning. Sophia, welcome. Sophia always has the best comments. Sophia is so nice. Leaves all sorts of nice comments on the channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Sophia. I appreciate it. Crystal, welcome. I'm having a great morning. I am full of coffee and my traditional breakfast of a apple. The breakfast of champions, an apple. That's what I'm talking about. Be wise. What a great name. It is afternoon. Well, good afternoon, Be wise. Hello from Texas. Crystal, hey, how's it going? Doing a couple of shuffles, get warmed up here, try to find out if we have some tarot readings coming up. We got a lot of questions already. So let's try that out. Do a bit of the shuffle action here and figure out what's going on. Do one more with the thought and we'll get started. We got a couple of questions in here. We got CM, welcome CM. Be wise. Robin Freeman, welcome. And Marianne wants to know if they're pregnant. Well, that's an interesting one. So Marianne wants to know if they're pregnant. Mom Bear says an apple a day. That's right. Is Antony still in love with me? Vicky wants to know. That is an interesting question. Let's do a thought spread there. There we go. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. See? You just trim it and it's like magic. It's like magic is what it is. It's pure magic. Jen Null, good morning. Well, I'm glad I'm your favorite person on YouTube. It's good to know. Is Anthony still? So we'll try that with Vicky. Wants to know about Anthony. Is Anthony in love or is Anthony out of love? I think it's VL. Is Antony still in love with me? Let's find out by using the Thoth Tarot. This is the Thoth Tarot, by the way. And I need to move my water over to here. So the water will be in frame a little bit. Sorry about that. But this is the Thoth, if anyone wonders, by Aleister Crowley. So, yeah, it's not Crowley, it's Crowley. I promise you, he was a very picky about his name, which is kind of funny because everybody pronounces it. Julie, welcome. Julie wants the green screen. I think Julie is excited. She already asked for the green screen and she hasn't been here 2 minutes. Julie, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I feel like my supervisor is trying to sabotage me. That's no good. It's no good at all. So is Anthony still in love with Vicky? We need to play some music. We need some music from like the soap operas, the daytime soap operas, have some music. Start that. Haven't used it in forever. Robin says, I love the thought, but haven't used it in forever. Well, so basically, yeah, this is terrible. Basically, no. I'm just going to say this is entertainment purposes only, by the way, and my lights are not even on. All right, let me turn off my other light. Okay. So basically, no, this is a terrible spread. So if you're looking for a yes or no question, Joe, welcome. How is it going? Yeah, if you're looking for a yes or no question and you get these cards, that's a pretty hard no. But yeah, I mean, there is that. I mean, the worst part is these are right side up, and then these are not right side up. So it does look like that's a hard no. So they're still in love with me. It looks like they sort of moved on. It looks like they had other plans and they got things to do and people to see. And yeah, they're doing those things and seeing those people. But as far as still in love with you, I believe they're in the process of moving on. They're not really too enthralled with you anymore, according to this. But again, this is entertainment purposes only. And, and I need some water. And if you're looking to get back with this person, we do have a bit of interference in the way, as well as some just sort of a negative attitude overall and some negative clouds that are sort of hovering over the relationship and whatnot. So if you're looking for getting back with this person, it does look like it may be a bit challenging. We do have sort of the poisoning of the well, and the poisoning of the well is basically whatever happened between you or whatever negative things there, the cloud is still hovering over. And until that cloud clears up and the sunshine comes in, is going to be kind of difficult. But you do have interference, getting back. It could be, again, when they moved on and they got other things going on. It could be that they have somebody else now. They could have moved on in a relationship as well. They could just have the negative feelings. But there is some interference. I mean, there just is interference between this, and there's a lot of negative cards. And again, there's that cloud of whatever it is that happened hovering over, and until that's cleared up, that's going to be quite difficult. That's a lot of negative cards, basically, is what it's saying. I wish I had the lovers in there, and I could tell you, yes, they're going to be madly in love with you. They're going to come screaming back. They're going to say, yesterday was Valentine's Day, Vicky. I love you. I need you. I missed you on Valentine's. And that's a lot of cards that say that's not the case. Jocelyn, hello. How is it going? Jen Bo, hello. Bethany, welcome. Robin, welcome. Nita, welcome with a career question. There we go. Starting it out with a career. Jen Bo says, good afternoon, morning. Hello. Rachel says, greetings from Bulgaria. Well, greetings back from Texas. And what kind of soulmate is my life witness? Maybe it's that time again. Felt like my supervisor's trying to... Okay, Nita feels like their supervisor trying to sabotage that. That's no good at all. I feel like my... So, supervisor trying to sabotage me. And the other day I was antagonized. That's not good at all either. I hope you're not antagonized and bullied by a supervisor. We're going to use the Golden Tarot. Find out what's happening with all of that. That is a career question, by the way. This is terrible, straight up honesty. Yeah, well, that's a lot of negative cards. There's a lot of, I thought it was interesting. I pulled a lot of negative cards for Brianna. Had some type of interview, and we pulled a lot of negative cards, and then she told me that it turns out that they had rescheduled the interview and they were unorganized and the whole place was a mess. So she was thinking about canceling anyway. So you never know. You just never know with tarot. Hey, that rhymes. You never know with tarot. That is a lot of nudity. All right, we'll replace that. There we go. So the Golden Tarot. Find out, is your supervisor trying to sabotage you? Page of Wands. It seems like they almost don't know what they're doing in a lot of respects. Page of Wands are trying to get things done. They're trying to be a supervisor, but a lot of times they just don't know how to handle things properly. It's like they haven't been properly trained, or if they have been a supervisor for a long time, they've had it on easy street to where it's just not that challenging and things haven't gone that poorly. And when they do, now they're in a situation where they're just not trained for it, or they're just not familiar with sort of what to do in those situations. So it does look like we have the Page of Wands trying to do things properly, but not knowing how to do things properly. And then we sort of move into the Six of Coins, and they're in that position of power to where they have the position of power. They're trying to balance things out. But again, because of the page influence here, you could be looking at something to where they just don't know what they're doing. Again, I really wish the page wasn't here. That sort of shows that they're not a good supervisor overall, which is going to be bad, right? I mean, no matter what they do, if they're good to you, if they're bad to you, if they're just a bad, poorly done supervisor, somebody's going to have to step in. You can't have a lack of leadership at a place of employment. You just can't have a lack of leadership there because everybody's going to do their own thing. And some people are going to do it poorly. Some people are not going to do anything. And if you have crap supervision, that's going to really sort of tank the group and tank overall how it's going on. But they are trying to lead. I mean, they are trying. So that's a good thing. So, it could be a situation to where they just didn't have the proper training. A lot. I tell you what they do at my work. I'm telling you now that what they do at some places of employment. Basically, they don't want to hire a manager. They don't want to hire a manager. So what they'll do, and I've seen this before at the companies, what they'll do is they'll grab a random person that seems like they have leadership potential, and they'll just make them a manager, or they'll make them a leader, what they'll call it a leader, and they won't pay them anymore. So basically, they're doing their job, plus they're doing leadership position job, and they're not getting paid for it. And it's a weird situation to where the person, and I've communicated with a couple of these people, the person really doesn't want to have double the work for the same money. So they end up just being really bad at one of them. They're bad at the management, or they're bad at the work. They're not a dedicated manager. The dedicated manager is a totally different thing. Anyway, the Knight of Coins say eventually they're going to be moved somewhere else. Eventually they're going to be moved somewhere else and replaced. So I guess that's good news as far as, entertainment purposes only, obviously, but that's good news as far as you're concerned, because it does look like that they're going to move on. We have the Two of Swords, sort of this transitioning between one next thing and the other. And then you have the Knight of Coins transitioning into the King of Cups. By the way, today I think I'm going to do a video on transitioning cards. So if you have cards that look like they're good in like step A, step B cards, and then you have a card in the middle, and that's called a transition card, basically. So I'll do a video on that today. I've been wanting to do a video on that for a while. But anyway, they're going to move on. I mean, I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but if they're sabotaging you or not, they're not really good at that position, so there's not much you can do anyway. So Aquarius, hey, how's it going? Your birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday to you. So let us know your question, Aquarius. I'll have a birthday reading for you either today or tomorrow. Per Bugalo, hey, how's it going? Good morning to you as well. We have Mirchin AH. I can't pronounce that. Good morning to you. Hello for Korea, they say. Well, hello back from Texas. It's good to see you. Let's see. What is all day? Please like and subscribe. I misjudged. Yeah. Possibility type who places blame on their team for their own incompetence. That does happen. That does happen. So sometimes people just get promoted because they don't want to hire somebody. So they just make a random person a supervisor. Like, I like that person. Let's make them a supervisor and double their workload and not give them any extra money. I think that would be a fantastic idea for the company. Maybe not for them. How's Donovan feeling for me at the moment? We'll try that one. We want to know how Donovan is feeling right now. That is IL. How is Donovan feeling right now? Not 5 minutes from now, but right now. They may be asleep. Now, they may be asleep, right? So if we do a reading and we get a bunch of sleep cards, that means they're asleep. I'm just saying. But by the way, we can use the slow tarot to find out about it. That is the worst tarot graphic ever, and I need to replace it. I do have the box. I'll take a picture of that today and replace the image with a picture of the box. But let's find out how they're feeling right now. Daphne, welcome back. So good to see you. By the way, nobody's asked, but I'm going to put it up there anyway. There's no list. It's totally random. Because why not? All right, let's see, Dex, turn off the slow tarot. Whoops. Slow tarot still there? Yeah. And no list, turn that off. There we go. It's like magic. It works like magic. Yes, I know, I'm teasing you. Alicia, I'm teasing you. How's the love life looking for this year? Jen wants to know. How's Donovan feeling about me in general? 3 of coins, moving into the 2 of cups and the 7 of wands. Well, we got a lot of stuff here. Definitely not something about interesting spread here. Start out with the 3 of coins. So looks like Donovan feels like that is this a relationship that's going on right now? Or is this something that's developing and blossoming into a love relationship? Or did you just meet this person? Because this has totally different context based upon your answer. Basically, the 3 of coins followed by strength means that they see this as a bit of effort. This is a bit of effort involved with getting this going or getting this maintained. It's definitely X. Okay, so there's going to be a definite work involved in getting this back together then. So yeah, 3 followed by strength means there's work involved. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience if it's going to work, but it is quite a bit of work. A relationship is never easy street. Well, it is in the honeymoon period, but after that, sometimes it just isn't easy street as you find out that, maybe this person was a bit of too much effort, or maybe this person feels like that they need to put in a lot of time and dedication in order to make you happy or in order to be the person that you want them to be. And it's definitely not a freebie, because we sort of have a following of that with the 8 of cups, and the relationship break or the bit of drama that's involved, the bit of maintenance that needs to be done is going to be a lot and maybe too much. So it will definitely be a situation to where, they don't really want to engage in that right now, because the 8 of cups seems that they're sort of abandoning a lot of different things with the relationship, and the price or cost of abandoning it may be justified because they don't want to do that. And that's one of the problems with having an ex or having any sort of relationship that takes a lot of work. They just don't want to do it, basically. So you have the 8 of cups sort of moving on. And it does look like that they're looking at moving on, if not already moved on, as the 2 of cups indicates that they're sort of moving on. Will this new relationship or will this new love or what have you survive? The 7 of wands says no, says that's a long uphill battle in various respects. So the new thing that they're sort of moving on to is going to crater eventually. At that time, will they contact you again? Maybe. I really don't see it. Again, the 3 of coins followed by strength really does point to a lot of work. That is a startling amount of work. And do they want to do that? It doesn't look like they do. So, how they feel about you, I don't really think that they spend a lot of time concerned about you. I don't really think that they spend an inordinate amount of time trying to figure out how to get the relationship back in order. It just seems that they were like, okay, next, let's move on. That's just the overall feel of the spread. Anyway, entertainment purposes only. I need a disclaimer. Just put it all over the screen. Wow, we have like 40 people on Saturday morning. Now, all of you realize I'm not quite awake yet, right? So if you're expecting the usual evening readings to where everything is organized and entertaining, it's not really going to happen this morning, but this is sort of a relaxed, very relaxed. Ronnie Sue, hello. Good morning to you. Hey, that rhymes. Good morning to you, Ronnie Sue. Modesty Blaze, hello. How's it going? Lady Star Soul, hello. How are you? What's coming up for me in love and you? Hello. Should I communicate with Aldi? We have a grocery store named Aldi. Where is it? Julie asked, where is it? I'm not sure where is what. Will I be moving soon? Kit wants to know. And Hasty, we have a ton of people hanging out. Sharea's blogger. Hello. Will things move forward with me and RS? Let's find out. Let's see. Relaxed is good. I guess sometimes. Will C's mother ever accept me? I hope so. I hope so. Aquarius Owl, how far will I progress? Okay, let's try AO, birthday reading about tarot practice. Birthday reading about tarot practice. Give Aquarius Owl some tarot tips. Some tarot tips. Let's find out about that. Okay, all right. We'll do, by the way, the wheel, the golden wheel. How great is that? How great is that? The golden wheel sounds fantastic. All right, everyone that is spamming, I'm fully aware that you do have questions. Thank you for your question. You gotta ease up on the spam. I mean, I see your question, and I will scroll up to see your question again, but doing it once every 3 seconds is not beneficial because I've already seen it. And when I see it again and again, I'm extremely observant. So I do see your question. I know your question. I know who you are. And if I've seen you before, I will remember you and say hello to you. And if I see your question and it looks interesting, I'll put it in my mental queue. But just over and over is not beneficial. It's just not beneficial. Direction for my job. Sanju, welcome. It's great to have you on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. It is Saturday morning. Mornings are a bit more casual. A bit more casual. Daphne, why does T always lie about keeping his word? That's no good at all, Daphne. Everybody wish Aquarius Owl happy birthday. Aquarius Owl's birthday tomorrow. That is so cool. That is so cool. So, what are we doing here? Birthday reading about tarot practice, Aquarius Owl. The Tower. I think you need to be doing something different than what you're doing. The Tower obviously points to that. I mean, you read tarot. You know what that means. That means that you need to be doing something a bit different. Is that good or bad? I don't know, but it means you're on the wrong track. On the wrong track. The Tower says, change it up a bit. Change it up a bit. Aquarius Owl, do you have a YouTube channel that I can check out? Let's go to Aquarius's Owl channel and find out what is happening here. She has 4 subscribers. Now, I just subscribed and no videos. Okay, so I have no videos to look at, but apparently you're doing something incorrect. The Tower points to that. The Tower also points to the Ace of Wands of doing something different. So it seems you're on the wrong path, basically. So try something a bit different. Jump out of that comfort zone and find out if something else appeals to you because you're on the wrong track. The Two of Wheels said, we have just everything says you're on the wrong track. So we have the Tower, meaning that change it up, do something different. There's a bit of adjustment that needs to be done in order to be successful. Whatever you're doing, however the path that you're going needs to be altered quite a bit. Ace of Wands points to altering that path and going towards a different path, leaping out of your comfort zone, finding something unusual. Maybe try reversals if you're not doing reversals. Maybe try a different deck. Maybe try a different technique. Find out if you're just using intuition by itself. Maybe throw in some astrology. Maybe throw in some Kabbalah. Maybe some numerology. Try something a bit unusual and leap out of that comfort zone. The Ace of Wands says to do that. The Two of Wheels says the choices are key here because you have other choices and you've been maybe avoiding them, or maybe they're not the best solution. Maybe they're not the most comfortable thing you've ever done. Try it out anyway. Try it out anyway. Maybe if you're doing 1-card readings, maybe try 5-card readings. If you're doing if you're not doing the Celtic cross, try that. Try different spreads. Try a green screen, maybe even where you have a green screen underneath your tarot cloth. You have that green screen effect, right? Anything. Give it a shot. Maybe try pick a card readings. Look that up on YouTube. Pick a card is always fun. Try that out and see how that goes. Just anything. Try anything different. Two of Wheels points to that. So the first 3 cards are dedicated to just that one effect, right? The 9 of Swords is, again, the approach is key here. The approach is key here. Find out what other things are not comfortable and do those and try that out as far as the tarot practice is concerned. Also, change it up a bit. If you're doing in-person readings, try phone readings. If you're doing phone readings, try internet readings. Hop on a Facebook group and get in the Facebook group and say, hey, I want to do free readings, and then do video readings and try that. Anything that you're not doing, try it. Ten of Wheels, ultimately, you will be successful. The Ten of Wheels pretty much points to that. Ten of Pentacles is the fantastic card as far as success is concerned. It's going to be a bit of a longer road as you sort of discover what's good, what's bad for you, and how you sort of, want to embrace things. But overall, you're on the wrong path. So let's try to figure out what you're not doing and do that instead. This is so worth getting up early for. Oh, Pink Salamanders, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank everyone for hanging out with me. I'm just, it's early morning. It's early morning, and I woke up and I had my Dasani water. By the way, I'm running out of Dasani water. I'm trying a different water. I'm being adventurous, walking the dangerous line of trying out different water bottles. But the good news is it's water and it tastes the same to me. So thanks to my health issues, soda is out for the rest of my life, as well as any food that tastes good. Pretty much gone. Now I eat bananas, apples, oranges, and salads with strawberries. Please, 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 can you guide me? I feel like I'm stuck. Well, Sanju, let me know why you're stuck. Let me know a little more, and I'll be happy to get to that. Let's see, what significant change do I need to do in my life when I start a relationship soon? Who is secretly in love with me? I like that question. That is an unusual question. In case you're wondering, a lot of people get upset. They're like, you didn't get to me. Well, I didn't get to you because, there's no list. I just sort of wing it. I wing it. Or in Texas, we say I wang it. I just sort of wang it and figure it out as we go. But that said, if you need a reading, you want to spend 20 minutes with me, you're like, I really need to spend 20 minutes with you and ask follow-up questions because it's important. Then I'm happy to do a private reading, and I'm extremely cheap. I'm $30 for 20 minutes. Who's secretly, I butchered that. Who's secretly in love with me? I have no idea. Let's find out who is secretly in love with you. I'm thinking that we should use the Celtic Dragon. We have not used the Celtic Dragon. We have so many new decks, by the way. I'm going to unbox a couple more decks and do some 4K flip-throughs today. And then tonight, we're going to have a wide variety of things. Good morning, Mary says. I discovered you while learning tarot. Thank you all for your tutorials. No problem. I appreciate you hanging out and being here today. So nice. That's so nice. Will T see her kids after the court date? Well, I hope so. Will I reconcile with Capricorn? I hope so. AMC, I love your theaters, AMC. I go to AMC theaters all the time and see movies. So who is secretly in love with you? Let's get some descriptors out here and find out who is secretly in love. Shaker Maker, what a great name. Is there a love interest coming, or have I already met him? Let's see. Is starting a YouTube channel part of my success? Let's find out about that. Oh, we have some interesting things. We got a couple of people. All right, who is secretly in love with SYV? I'm thinking the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. We can get a couple of descriptors out of here. Find out. Daphne, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We'll do that. We'll do that. Find out about that, and we'll hop to Daphne's question. Thank you again, Daphne. Sort of hanging out here. It's Saturday morning. I'm barely awake. This is nice and relaxed. Who is secretly in love with SYV? The Ten of Wands says that, let's say, put music on your 4Ks. You can download free music for Purple Planet. Oh, yeah, there's true. Everybody wants music on the 4Ks. All right. So the Ten of Wands says a bit of a burden. And then we have the Knight of Wands with the Nine of Cups, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. You have a couple of different people that could be, but I don't really see anyone that is secretly absolutely in love with you. I see some people that are interested in you. I see some people that are trying to sort of, you know, get some feelers out there to find out if you're interested as well. I see a couple of people with that. As far as secretly madly in love with you, they've been madly in love with you their whole life. They're your soulmate. I really don't see that with this, because the Ten of Wands kind of spoils that pot a little bit. Where's the love screen? Sophia wants to know. I turned it into a green screen. I've heavily edited the screens. I do need to bring back the love screen. I know. That's just the way it goes. So the Ten of Wands says nobody really madly in love with you. I do think you have a couple of people that are sort of interested in you. One of which is somebody who's married. I don't know if you're interested in that. You do have somebody who's married. I do believe that they're a Sagittarius. So you have a Sagittarius that's married. I think they're a bit enamored with you. They like you. They're not madly in love with you, but they are, you know, pretty much interested in you. So look for a Sagittarius that's already married. If you're interested in the already married genre, then that could be something that sort of comes up. I believe you already know this person, and it's fairly obvious that they like you in the first place. I don't think this is a hidden top secret thing that's hidden. The Knight of Pentacles says somebody else is interested in you. There's somebody that you had a relationship with in the past, but I don't think you really want to dive back into that relationship just yet. So it was a previous relationship or a previous person that you've known, you know, sort of in that way. And they've sort of contacted you before, and they're sort of lightly contacting you here and there. And I believe they're following you on various either social media, or they're sort of, you know, looking around at what you're doing. And I think they're sort of interested in that Ten of Pentacles life. The Ten of Pentacles, I think they want sort of that married, happy ending life. And, you know, you maybe not so much, but this is somebody from your past. And I think it's fairly obvious who it is, but if you want to engage in that, they're interested, but you already know that, so it's kind of a useless thing to even tell you about it. Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. I don't really see anybody who's, again, secretly in love with you, secretly madly in love with you, secretly sort of chasing you and wanting some long-term relationship. I just don't see that as far as the Eight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Ten of Wands. Point to that you have a couple of possibilities. If you want to dive into that, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool. If you want to do the married Sagittarius realm, that's possible. The person from your past is possible as well. But anyway, good luck with all of that. And let us know how that goes. All right. Yes, they said. Green screen is good. Such pretty cards. Oh, thank you. All right. So DM, why does T always lie? That's no good at all. It's no good at all. Why does T always lie? Maybe they just like that. Maybe they just enjoy lying. I think some people enjoy lying just to figure out if they can get away with it or not. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people, it's like, I can lie and I think I can get away with it. I think so. I'm not sure, but I think so. Why does T always lie? We're going to use the epic failure called the Echoes of Nature Oracle. I'd post a link for the Kickstarter, but who cares at this point? So let's find out what the Echoes of Nature says, about this situation. Yes, readings are entertainment purposes only. There we go. That nice chemical smell from the new deck. Let's find out. We'll pull 3 cards. Some people lie and think it's the truth. Yeah, psychopaths. There you go. Some people are just psychopaths. Let's see what the Echo Nature has to say. Look at, I love that card. Wisdom, small influences, recovery, and helping hand. I believe this could be my absolute favorite combination from this deck. The Epic Failure, otherwise known as the Echoes of Failure deck. Let's see here. What are we going here? Just super chatted. Kit, thank you so much for your donation. I hope you can move I hope you can move. Let's find out in a minute. Why do they always lie? I think that they think that they're a bit above you. They think that they know more than you. They just think that they're better in a lot of different ways. Is that narcissistic? Maybe. You know, I'm not saying. Mary says, "Oh, how cute." Yeah, not cute enough to get over 50 people interested. No problem at all. So wisdom, they think they're better than you. They think that they know more. They think that they're going to be able to pull it off. So when they lie, they think they're really good. They do believe that they're very positive when they lie. As far as they're going to get away with it, you're going to believe it. It's not really a game. It's just something that they do naturally. There's something they do naturally because they know more than you in their head, and they're going to be able to make a better situation than you. They're going to make better decisions than you, as far as they're concerned. Not saying that's the truth, but you know, small influences. They think the lies are small influences or small lies. It's a small little lie. It's just a little bit of a lie. I exaggerated a bit, right? So let's say I played football and I almost threw a touchdown, but the person dropped it. Well, if you didn't watch that football game, I would have said I threw a touchdown. It was the most glorious moment in the history of football. I threw the most beautiful touchdown, and we got a touchdown, and we won. That may be a lie because the guy actually dropped it, but it's a small lie. It can't hurt. It's just small. It's a small lie. And nobody's really going to be hurt from this small lie or the small inconsistency in my touchdown story. So why can't I say it? It's not fair. I know better than you. I'm smarter than you. With wisdom says that the person thinks I'm smarter than you. So a small inconsistency in the story really won't hurt anything, right? Because you have this weird combination of their thought process. By the way, if you're T, you know, no offense, I'm just reading the Echoes of Failure cards. So recovery, you're sort of going to have to really watch out to where this person says, really sort of watch out what this person says, because obviously you already know that's a lie and they know that they're lying. You kind of wonder what's the truth once people start on that path, because once you do start on down that path, what's real? What's real? You have what's real, and you have sort of that Neptune influence within there, because now I'm really not sure what's real and what's a lie. Recovery, don't really trust what they say. Basically, you're in a situation to where you don't really know what's the truth, what's not the truth. Helping hand, you're going to have to have other people sort of review the information to see if it's legitimate or not, which is sad. Which is really sad, but you're going to have to run some of the stories by other people, especially if it's important. If they say a touchdown story in a football game, who cares? But if they're telling you that they love you, or if they're telling you that they're going to meet you Saturday and they never show up, there's a bigger problem. And you need to sort of run this by friends as to how to accommodate this or how to adjust the situation, because that's going to be a big red flag, obviously, and you already see the red flag. I mean, that's why you're asking the question. Anyway, that is the Echoes of Failure to Oracle cards, by the way, from myself. All right, so let's see. Kit wants to know, will I move soon? By the way, if you're wondering if there's a list, oh, by the way, I'm here every single night, and Saturday, Sunday, and Monday mornings. Saturday, Sunday, Monday mornings. And tomorrow's a special stream because it's Aquarius Al's birthday. It's Aquarius Al's birthday. Inga says hello. Well, Inga, how are you? It's good to see you this morning. We're kind of hanging out, figuring out what is happening here. Koya's D Tarot reads. Hey, how are you? Will I be able to move soon? Will I be able to move soon? Let's find out. Hasty, welcome to the channel. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, that really helps me out. Those likes help me out. It gets new people to the channel so we can have a big family of people. We already have so many people that are regulars hanging out, having a good time. We've been going 40 minutes, and this is the last question because I need to have some breakfast. Let's see, where is ending soon? Here we go. Ending soon. Last question. And find out for KH, will they be able to move soon? I think that the Dark Mansion Tarot would be perfect. Oh, no. Yeah, the Dark Mansion Tarot. Where is it? I have located the Dark Mansion Tarot. By the way, we're throwing in 3 new decks tonight. My classmate by a fake account told me that he loves me and he wants to marry me. And he texted me that he likes me, but I did not reply. That's why he did so. Okay, Pinkie Pie, I'm completely confused. Your classmate by a fake account? Huh? So they're your classmate and they made a fake account and they told you that they loved you via this fake account? Okay, so if somebody makes a fake account and then tells you they love you through that, that is possibly the largest red flag I think I've ever heard. Yeah, he told you from a fake account. So if they don't have the courage to tell you that they love you from their real account, that's bad. That's the definitive red flag. That's not only a red flag, that's like a large red banner being waved in your face as far as love is concerned. Shaker Maker, thank you for your donation. Greatly appreciate it. Shaker Maker wants to know, is there a love interest coming soon or are they coming currently? Well, let's find out, Shaker. Find out after this. Oh, that is the wrong button. All right. So we want to know, can you move soon? Let's see if we have the usual move things. Basically, no. Well, we have something. Okay, so let's go through this. This is a bit more complex than a yes or no question. A yes or no question is just not here. I don't see anything that would indicate move. So the 8 of Cups does sort of indicate move. If you're asking about a move, that's not exactly the best card to sort of throw down. That's not a good card to throw down, the 8 of Cups. I'd like to see the Chariot or the 8 of Wands or something beautiful from the 8 of Wands or the Chariot. I just don't see it. I see the Hermit, which means you're staying, I do see that you have some opportunities. They may not be the best opportunities, pointed by the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups in a move reading is a very bad card. Basically, it's saying that you could move, but it would be so disadvantageous for you that you really don't want to go there. And that's going to be a lot of factors coming into this. This is something that would be very disadvantageous for you to move. As for the 8 of Cups says, the Page of Cups says you're just not prepared. It could be, I'm assuming it's financial, because if you have an opportunity to move and you have plenty of money, you just move. That's what I did. I had ample money. I had saved up over the past 3 years for a house, and then I moved to a house. So that was something like that. Julie, we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. But the Page of Cups says you have inadequate resources or you have inadequate preparation to get the move going. The Page of Cups sort of says that right after the 8 of Cups, that it would be disadvantageous to move. So that's going to be something. I do think you have some communication about moving, about possibly changing your situation, possibly being in a different situation where you can move. As far as soon, no, I don't see move soon. I do think, again, you have some communication about moving later, which is going to be good news. But the Hermit says you're pretty much going to stay put. The Hermit is a definitive, in my opinion, not move card. If I see the Hermit, again, obviously Hermit being alone, but the Hermit also having the light that shines, but the Hermit is not actually going anywhere. And the Hermit is alone. The Hermit is sort of stuck where he needs to go. So the Hermit says you're not going to be moving. The Queen of Wands, again, says you'll move later. Queen of Wands, that fire element, the fire element within water, that you're going to be emotionally satisfied with the move. And later, you're going to have that communication that tells you you're not the Hermit anymore. You're going to be able to move. But yeah, you have that later. As far as soon, no. So that's a definitive no answer on that. But we are here for entertainment purposes only, by the way. Never take what a random dude on YouTube says to be facts or fiction. Is there a love interest coming soon around the current? Okay, Shaker, that'll be the last reading, and then I'll go have me some breakfast and finish my water. SM, is there a love interest coming soon? Are they around me currently? Oh, I think Shaker knows somebody. Shaker, do you know somebody? Do you know somebody that you're looking forward to getting into some love with? We're going to use regular cards, by the way. We're going to use regular cards. Pinkie Pie, I did not reply to him when he messaged me about feelings. That's why I used a fake account. That's terrible. That is a definitive red flag. All right, regular cards. I am a card magician. I am not manipulating the cards in any way at all. You love regular cards. Okay. Well, here we go. We have regular cards. I promise you, all right, there's the 4. I promise you that these are legitimate cuts, and I'm not manipulating the cards at all. There's no manipulation whatsoever going on here. These are legitimate cuts. Yes. Those are legitimate cuts. So, all right, I'll mix them up. Nobody trusts me with regular cards. Nobody trusts me with the cards at all. But we'll pull a few regular cards and do a regular card reading for this and find out if there's a love interest coming soon. All right, pulled a few cards because they're small, and we can sort of spread them out and have fun with these. Oh, is there a love? Ooh, we do have a love interest. So I think that you know somebody, and that's why you're sort of asking about this. You know somebody. You know somebody. I think you do, but you're not a big fan of this person. This is not somebody that you're a huge fan of, maybe. Do you have some ex or something that's trying to contact you again? Do you have somebody that's sort of pinging you and trying to get into that slot, no pun intended, of love, you know, trying to get into that place to where that you love them and they're interested in you, but you're not pretty much interested in them. It's almost like that you have them friend zoned. Kind of curious about the friend zone people. I believe that you do have somebody that you friend zone. I believe you have somebody that's interested in you and they're interested in forming a relationship. As far as that's concerned, I believe you sort of either friend zone them or sort of blew them off and just sort of not really that interested in this particular person. As far as a new person coming in, I think you do have a new person coming in around, I would say May, June time frame. You have someone that's sort of coming around and they're sort of interested in you. Is this going to be somebody that's going to be your soulmate, or is this going to be somebody that's going to approach you and directly say they're in love with you? No, I think that you're going to meet them online, and I think this online relationship will sort of heat up, and you'll be sort of interested in finding out, you know, who they are, meeting them in person. Unfortunately, they're going to be a bit of a distance from you. They're not going to be close by. You met them online. You found out that they're a bit of a distance, and you're thinking about a long distance relationship and trying to find this long distance relationship and make it work. I don't think ultimately it'll work, but I think it'll be something fun that you can do. But do you have a love interest coming soon? I mean, you have a lot of opportunities. You have a lot of people that are sort of interested in you. And again, you have a lot of orbiters or people that are, you know, around. They're just around. And you have the opportunity to just fall in love with one of them or to get into a relationship with one of them. But the person that's a long distance relationship is going to be a pretty good relationship. It's going to be quite a distance. I think once you find out how far it is, it's going to be a bit of a plane ride away. And the person is going to want to come immediately and meet you. I believe that they have some money. I don't think they're broke. So if you're interested in having this person fly over and meet you and spending time with them, that's okay. Will that be a long-term relationship that works out forever and ever and ever? I don't think so. I think it's more of a medium-term relationship. I think ultimately the long-distance thing just gets you down. And it's going to be the 2 of hearts moment where it is falling in love. It is something. But ultimately, I don't think that that's going to be a distance relationship. It's going to be something that attracts you. And I think it's because you have so many opportunities locally. And again, I think this person you think has something else going on in their own area. If they're in their own area, they have something else going on. And you have a strong feeling about that. You're like, I think either this person has a relationship way over there, or something's going on because they're not available sometimes, you know, when I'm available. They have really cryptic answers sometimes when they're not at work, or they should be talking about me, etc., etc. Anyway, that is a regular card relationship for Shaker. Anyway, good luck with that long distance relationship. You never know how those are going to work out, but I do think it's a good medium term relationship, something you can kind of, you know, have fun with. Anyway, and that concludes today's reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm back tonight at 6:30, and I'm here tomorrow morning and Monday morning as well at 6:30 a.m. So if it's 6:30, I'm here. Come back and see me. Come back and see me. We'll see you then.